What's going on? I always enjoy these. My favorite.
I put the drinks right away.
So, we are going to be doing a little mukbang. First, I want to show you guys the drinks. Have you ever had some poppy drinks? They're pretty good. Poppies. This one's cranberry fizz. This one's cherry limeade right here. I'll probably just share those. Guys, we're real excited about today's video. Oh my goodness. So, this is the brisket elote from 225 Barbecue. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Heaven. Smell that. What do you think? What do you think, yeah?
It smells delicious.
Get a little zoom in on that. Mmm. Man. Alright, here, let's check this out here. So these are the street tacos. Brisket in these bad boys.
What's that?
Same thing.
Oh.
Then got us a little order of one of my favorite Texas Twinkies, y'all. Texas Twinkies. So it's a jalapeno wrapped in a bacon and got some brisket in there, some cheese. Oh, check that out. Some birria tacos, gang.
Birria.
Birria.
The birria.
Look at that. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at that. And then we got the, is this one? The loaded potato. Oh. Oh my goodness, I spilled some juices right there, guys. Mm-hmm. It's alright. It's gonna be a messy one today, babe, that's for sure. I'm gonna take off my ring. My wedding ring. That's how you know it's about to go down, babe. Here goes some barbecue sauce for you. For you. And then right here's another order of birria tacos. Check that out. Bam. We'll set that to the side. Let's dig in. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna go for the. She's already mixing it. I'm gonna go for the Texas Twinkies. Oh, I'm so excited. Get one of these bad boys right here. Oh man. Mmm. Guys. Where'd you get the hot chips from?
It comes with hot chips.
Oh, it even comes with the hot chips. I forgot. Mmm. Brisket. It's got the brisket. Some cheese. Jalapeno. Look at that. It's wrapped in bacon. Oh my gosh. Right?
So good.
Mm. Mm. Guys, you should try the poppies though. They're really good. Okay. If you had to rate that, 1 out of 10, 10 being the best, 1 being not so good.
Everything's a 10.
A 10?
Or Mrs. Bliss.
Okay, so we've had this before in the past, and yes, I would also rate this a 10. And, you know, the 225 Barbecues is basically, I feel like it's one of the best barbecue spots that I've ever tasted. You should check it out. I tagged them, or I will tag them as well. But they're located in Arlington. What? Silverware?
The birria tacos.
Oh, she's ready for the birria tacos. Let's see how that goes. Go for the first bite. Let's see how you do. Oh wait! Before you go for the birria tacos, how do you rate the corn in the cup?
An 8.
An 8? Not bad. So check this out, guys. So the corn in the cup, brisket. It's got some good. Look at that corn, some brisket, some Cheetos. Man, it's got the works in there, guys. It's the whole. Let me give it a little go here. Oh man, I'm gonna get some hot chips in there, some corn, some brisket. Mmm. Yeah. That.
Sorry, I don't have sound effects like you.
No.
I feel like you were looking at me waiting for me to do that.
No, I just wanted to see what I just want to see, like, looking at your reaction tells it all, What do you rate the birria tacos?
9.
9. I'm looking at that loaded baked. I'm gonna prep up this loaded baked potato. I've been looking at this thing for a minute. I'm gonna rip it here. It says tear here, but I'm gonna use some scissors.
There's some right down the island.
It's already, oh man, that loaded baked potato is like ready to go. I just poured in some sour cream. Gonna mix this in real quick. It's got, look, brisket, got the potato, it's got melted cheese. I'm sure it's covered in butter. I'm gonna regret this at the gym. That's for sure. Here, you know what? You know what you think? Oh my goodness. I bet that was delicious. I didn't even try it and I already know. You can taste the butter and the cheese? Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Okay. Yeah, that potato was really good. And I'm sure those street tacos are gonna be even better. Oh, so I kind of wanted to also do a quick or not a quick, but we're gonna also talk about some stuff too. I wanted to actually ask, and we're gonna obviously. You want another napkin, or are you good with that? So, what was your most embarrassing moment? Not an embarrassing moment. Like the first embarrassing moment that you remember having when you were a kid. I already have the best one. It's and they know it. She knows it. My whole family knows it.
As a kid, I guess. I can't remember. I can't remember my first embarrassing moment as a kid.
Go for one more of these. So okay, so I'll go first. I was about 5 years old. It was a hot summer. I remember seeing my dad cutting grass, and we had like a bunch of popsicles in the freezer, and I was like, man, it's a summer. I'm enjoying myself. So, as I'm enjoying myself, I grab a popsicle and I'm like, let me go just hang out outside. You know, it's hot. I have a popsicle. My dad's cutting grass, so I walk outside. I see him cutting grass. Next thing I remember is I'm like looking around, eating my popsicle, and I'm standing on like the top steps from the door watching out to the lawn. And I just start feeling this weird grumbling and weird sensations in my stomach. I don't know what was going on, but I was just eating my popsicle and I'm just like, man, my stomach is really hurting now. Man, out of nowhere, guys, as I'm halfway done with my popsicle, I feel just like my stomach completely churned. It was in pain and I just felt something want to drop right away. So the first thing I did was I started thinking that I was gonna like let a gas out. That wasn't no gas, everybody. It was the number 2. I run over to the freaking front lawn and I just remember just letting one, I let something out. And I just felt that thing rolling down my leg, just rolling down my leg. And I couldn't believe it. And I looked at my dad to see if he was looking at me. He wasn't looking at me. And I just remember just like lifting up. I forgot if it was shorts or pants. But I like adjusted my shorts or pants so whatever was rolling down my leg could come out. And sure enough, it came out. And it was just like a big old piece of, you know. And I ran inside and cleaned myself and showered.
You know you didn't shower.
I did shower. That's good. Now we're gonna pop open the cherry limeade, guys. Oh yeah.
I mean, as a kid, I can't remember
Try this barbecue out.
an emergency moment, but I remember like as an adult that one time that I told you that I walked into the men's restroom and I didn't know it was a men's restroom until I was in there. So I went to go help for an office with the company that I used to work at in Oak Cliff. And I mean, you get so used to going to the same, like, you know, we go to the Walmart here around our neighborhood. And you get so used to like women's restroom to the left, men's restroom to the right. So, you know, I had to go to Walmart to buy something first of all. So I walked to Walmart and as soon as I walk in, I'm like, crap, I gotta use the restroom. I had to pee.
Tacos are already prepared. Tacos are ready to go and prepared, everybody. Street tacos.
So I had to pee. So I'm like, let me go use the restroom first before I go and shop for whatever I need to. So I walk in and I immediately make a left. Like I see the restrooms, right? So I make a left and I go in. And I don't know how I missed the whole urinals, but I go in because I guess I really have to pee. So I go in and I sit down. And once I'm sitting down and I'm like using the restroom, then I hear like a man go like, like he clears his throat. And I'm just like, and I get so scared and I'm just like, oh my God, there's a man in here. And I was like, why is there a man in the women's restroom? And I'm just like sitting there. So I finished using the restroom and I like, you know, pull my pants up and I'm just like, and I can still hear the man. And so I'm just like, oh my God, why is there a man here? And I looked like kind of under the, what's it called? The doors, the stall. Mm-hmm. And I kind of go like this. And
Birria tacos.
Standing up.
Cheese, brisket. Oh, heaven.
And he's standing up and then I hear him peeing. And I'm just like, oh my God. I was like, am I in the man's restroom? I was just like, oh my God, I'm in the men's restroom. I was like, I'm not coming out of here until this man leaves. So I'm not about to let him see me in here. I'll wait until he leaves, and as I'm walking out, the lady that like cleans the restrooms is like coming in. She's like looking at me. She's like confused, and she's like, and I just walk out. Like I just leave. Like I don't even look at her. But that was so embarrassing. But like imagine, I don't know. I was like, I don't know how. And once I was paying, I passed by there again to see. I was like, was I tripping? I was tripping. There was that was the men's restroom, and I was in the men's restroom. The women's restroom was to the right. But that's about
So
Only
basically,
thing.
when you were young,
I was
you
young.
were spying on men.
But I wasn't young. I was like, this was like 2018, 2019.
So you were cheating on me. Guys, that video taco is bomb.
What's your other question?
Okay. I'm just enjoying this too much. This food is so good. Okay. What was the worst thing that your past? What was the worst thing that's ever happened to you from a past ex? Like the worst thing ever.
The worst thing. I had this boyfriend that he had a baby mama already. So like he had a kid with another girl. And I guess, I mean, obviously when we were together, he wasn't with her, or so he says, right? But I mean, he would say he wasn't with her, but she was always kind of in the picture. She was always like trying to get back with him. And I mean, I guess the worst thing was finding out that, so he was in the army. He had enlisted into the army and he went in for basic training. And you know how they're supposed to be gone, like they only get to like come or whatever a certain time. So once he was done with his basic training, that like were allowing him to come visit for like a couple of times before I guess he went out. And the first 2 times like he came and he let me know that he was coming like to visit. But on the 3rd time that he was able to come in, which was I think was the 3rd time, the last time before he was gonna like not be able to come for a while, he didn't let me know that he was coming. But remember Martin?
Yeah.
So my best friend, my gay best friend Martin, and him they're from the same pueblo in San Luis. So they like anytime they had like parties, like he would like obviously the same families would kind of like get together or whatever. So Martin ends up asking me like, and I remember that Saturday night I had tried to call him or message him and he wouldn't respond to my messages, and I was like, oh, maybe he's just busy, because I'm thinking he's still in North Carolina. And the next day, no, that Monday when I'm going back to school with Martin, he tells me, he goes, hey, did you hang out with, you know, whoever this weekend? And I was just like, no. I was like, I was home the whole weekend. And he's like, oh, and I'm like, but he's not here. What do you mean? He's like, he is here. He was here and he went to that party that my family went to this weekend, and he was with that girl.
Dang.
Yep.
Just did you super wrong? Man, look, that's messed up, guys. That is messed up. And
Yeah, so that was pretty messed up. What was the worst thing that?
I mean, so I in high school, I don't know if you, well, I'm sure everybody in high school had like A lunch, B lunch.
Well, I think so for the most part, because it's pretty big.
Yeah, like similar like that. So.
Oh, I remember the story.
I mean, I wanted to say another one, but
I don't like her for you. Or is that what the one you were going to say?
Well, yeah, that one too. But I was gonna say, should I say the other one where she pressured me into my?
What's wrong? Well, you could.
That'd be like that's too much, though, right?
I mean, just don't say her name.
Okay.
It's up to you, whatever you want to.
I mean, all right. So I was a virgin in junior year.
The V word. The V word.
I had a V card when I was in junior year. And I finally had a girlfriend. And I guess this girl that I was with for so long, you know, I don't know if she got tired of waiting or I don't know what the deal was. But one night, you know, I could come over and basically she's just like saying, hey, you know what? Like, we got to do this. And I'm just kind of like, no. You know, I don't say no, but I'm scared. I'm being honest, I'm scared. I was a junior. I know, you know, what was going on. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared and embarrassed, you know, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know anything, you know. And then next thing you know, she starts threatening me, saying that if we don't do it, that she's done with me. And I got pressured into it, and then, you know, that was about the worst thing ever.
Whatever.
That was the worst thing ever. So we had, you know, we just left it like that, and not too many people know, but you guys know now. Mm-hmm. You know.
Well,
dang.
Say the other one too. That was pretty messed up what you did too.
Which one?
The one about the lynches. Is that what you were gonna say? It was the same guy. It's the same girlfriend, right?
Yeah. We're gonna say that for another story, though.
Okay. Oh, wow.
We'll talk about. All right, question number 3. Have you ever gotten away with stealing something, and if you did it, what happened and how'd you get caught?
Huh? Have you ever gotten away with it? I didn't
Yeah, have you ever stolen anything? And if you stole something, did you ever get caught for it? And how'd you get caught? If you did get caught.
Well, I mean, I took some money from my mom when I was little.
Oh my God.
And I got caught because. So I was literally, I think it was like it was like kindergarten or first grade. I was really little. But.
What did Pauline say? Another no, Zoe. Not your cousin. Did she know she was your girlfriend? That's funny.
So at the school that I went to when I was little, they had like a little store for like after lunch. You would be able to go into it. And it was like literally like a little closet where you would go and there was like a teacher selling snacks. But you could only go to the store after lunch. And you were only allowed to go if before lunch your teacher would check and ask, hey, like who has money or who's gonna purchase something. So if you had it, like they would stamp you and you would be able to go to the little store after lunch. So my mom never wanted to give me any money.
Dang!
Like I would always ask her.
How old were you?
I think I was like, I don't know if it was kindergarten or first grade. I was little. And I remember I would always ask her like, Mom, please give me money, like so I can get snacks. And she never wanted to give me money. So this one time I walk into her room and she had her purse on the bed. And I see her purse right there and like I saw a dollar bill. I mean, it wasn't a dollar bill. It was like, I saw a bill, right? So I was just like, I grab it and I like sneak it. And I didn't even pay attention to how much money it was. Like I just grabbed the bill and I like put it in my pocket. I went, put it in my backpack. So the next day at school, like I told my teacher, hey, I want to go to the store. And when I'm at the little store, like the teacher gives me the total or whatever, which was only like, I think like $2 that my total was. And I give her the $20, it was a $20 bill. I give her the $20 bill, she's looking at me, she's like, ¿Quién te dijo? Because I was going to school in El Paso and it was like Spanish, like mainly Spanish speaking. And she's like, ¿Quién te dio esto? Who gave you this? And I was just like, mi mamá. And she was probably looking at me like, what does this little girl do with a $20 bill? Like she's really little. And I mean, back then I guess it was a lot of money. And so she's like, okay. So she gives me the change or whatever. But my mom gets called. And I didn't know. But my mom gets called and I guess I call my mom and tell her like, hey, we just wanted to let you know, Zoe had $20 with her today. We just wanted to make sure that it was you that gave her that money. So when I get home, when I get home, my mom asked me like, hey, what happened? Like, hey, where did you get that money from? And I was lying to her, like, because I knew if I would tell the truth, like I was gonna get beat.
She gonna beat you.
And I was like, I found it. And I kept saying that I found it. And she would ask me like, where did you find it? And back then we used to live in like a mobile home, like a trailer home. And I'll be like outside, like by the stairs. So she left it alone. And when my dad got home, she told my dad, my mom used to tell my dad everything. My dad gets home and he asked me, he's like, I'm only gonna ask you this once, and if you lie to me, I'm gonna hit you. So I was like, fuck. So
No.
like, where did you get this money from? And I told him the truth. I told him I took it from my mom's purse, and my dad lit my ass up anyway.
He said,
yeah, and ever since then, I have never ever grabbed any more money that does not belong to me, because my dad lit my ass up that day. He's like, don't you ever grab anything that doesn't belong to you, especially money. And my dad has always told us, like growing up, he would always tell my sisters and I, you know, if I ever get called, like if y'all ever get caught stealing and y'all call me from jail, like you're serving your time. I'm not taking you out. My dad would say that. My dad would always tell us that. Like, I'm not taking you out. Like, that's an embarrassment. You know, I don't condone that. Like, you don't take things that don't belong to you. And I would never. I think that's the only time. This other time, I wasn't the one stealing. One of my sisters, remember I told you, she snuck, this girl, she put a whole bunch of nail polishes in my diaper bag. So this is when JC was little. We were at Walmart and we're like walking around, you know, shopping and stuff. We get up to the register and like I only had like 4 or 5 items. I didn't have much stuff, and I had like all of JC's formula. So it was like mainly we were there for JC's formula and like diapers and stuff. It wasn't a lot. But, you know, I get up to the register and then the lady's like, oh, it's going to be so-and-so, right? So I set the diaper bag like right in front of the cashier. Like she's right here, and I set it on the belt because I'm about to pay. And as I open this diaper bag, I look inside and there's like 10 nail polishes in there. And I'm just like, and I freeze because I'm just like, what the hell? Like, why is this in here? But I was just like, I close it really fast. I move over to the side and I'm looking at my sister and she's just like,
don't say
like,
nothing.
Don't say nothing.
She said, don't
like,
say
oh
nothing. Don't you dare say nothing.
We didn't get caught that day, but I was so scared. I was like, crap, like, I'm going to go to jail. My baby's in the car seat. Like, what is happening?
That's funny.
I didn't snitch on her, but yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, I'm never going to the store with you again. You? Have you ever gotten caught stealing?
So I so it's like a very vague memory, but I don't remember if I got caught or not. I don't know, because we were at El Rancho, and you know how whenever you go pay, there's all, you know, on the little aisles, there's like gum, chocolates, chips, you know, you little snacks here and there. So I remember going over there, grabbing it.
You were little or big?
I was little. I think I was like like 8 or something, or 9. I just remember grabbing it and then putting it in my pocket, right? And then I think I remember going home, and then I took it out and I showed my, like, I forgot if I showed my brother or somebody, but my mom ended up seeing. And she's like, where'd you get that? And I was like, I told her, sure, like, I stole it. And then she's like, what? And then I think we drove back to the store to go give that piece of gum back. It was, do you know how the gum had like 5 pieces in it?
The Hubba Bubba?
Yeah. It's got like a certain amount of pieces. So, man, I was embarrassed. My mom made me go to the person that like works at the cashier and is like, yo, you gotta give that back. So I was like, I had no choice but to go up there and just be like, hey, I took this. And it was crazy because I think they were trying to like give me like this whole speech, or like, do you want me to call the police scene? And my mom, you know, my mom is like, you know, she's all up for that drama. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. But no, she didn't. But then she gave me like the longest speech ever about like, it's really good. Those
like
street
you don't
tacos are
steal
really
and
good.
stuff.
Oh, don't steal. It's not good. And you know, I understood. But it's like, I mean, then again, you gotta go through that extra limit to, I guess, show the, you know, how serious, you know, it
can
is.
be, yeah.
But man, there's you know, there.
Why nothing?
I want to say this other story, but it involves you, and I'm not gonna bring it up though. I won't bring it up.
What do you mean?
So I got a next question for you.
Wait, what are you talking about?
We sometimes we'll go to Target, and back when JC was a baby, sometimes we would place like our baby stuff on top of things we were supposed to buy, and
what?
so we got away with stealing some of those things.
You're such a liar.
You did it on accident. You didn't mean
You're
it.
such a liar. The only one time that did happen, you're a fucking liar. Sorry for my cursing.
Yo.
The only time that did happen was that time that I took that little elephant that I gave to Livy. But I promised that day I did not remember about that little stupid elephant. And we were outside and Oliver's like telling me like, oh, I see what you stole. And I was like, I didn't see it. And it was in plain view, but JC and Bella would always like, I don't know, I guess I get very paranoid and I always put them in the cart. I mean, now they're a little bit older, but back then, like I would always try to keep my kids in the cart because I get scared that like they're gonna run away or someone's gonna come snatch them. But that little elephant was just like, I mean, it was in plain view because when we were walking out of the cart, it was right there, but I don't know how I missed it when we were like scanning the stuff. But he was like, oh, I see what you did, like stealing this elephant. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, I did not say, like, let's go back. Like, I'm going to pay for it. He's like, no, we already walked out with it. But I never purposely stole anything. It was funny because I was watching this video not too long ago. It came up on my Instagram. Some influencer got caught.
Oh, I saw that. Did y'all see that?
The girl?
An influencer on, she would do videos, and she got caught at Target. Can you like, tell them what happened?
She got caught at Target, and I think this was her second time where she would like scan a fake barcode. So I don't know what, like I guess she would cut up a barcode from like a less expensive item, and she would go to self-checkout, and as she was scanning like the item, like she would cover it with the fake barcode, and she would scan the fake barcode and then would like stick the stuff in the bag. But on several of those occasions, she grabbed like big like stacks of clothes and would like not scan the clothes. Like she would probably scan like the fake item and then like a big like 10 pile of clothes and just stick them in the bag. But she got caught. And I went to her page and I was like, now they're living a good life and doing this stuff.
So my question, so like, did she do it because she was trying to show people that it was easy, or what was the reason why she was showing herself doing that?
She didn't show herself. They caught her.
I thought there was like some video or somebody said that, or I don't know where I read, but I think there was like some person that would record doing this.
Maybe we're watching. Maybe it's a different girl. The one that you're seeing, because the one I saw, she's at Target with her husband and her 2 kids.
Oh my goodness! So what happened? So
but the surveillance camera is the one that's recording her, like seeing her do it. But they caught her.
Was she okay?
She's Hispanic.
And she's really well known then?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, I didn't know her, but I mean, when I went to her page, I think it's on TikTok. She had like a couple of followers, but I mean, I had never heard of her before until I saw the video.
Yeah, that's...
But I know people. Well, I know somebody that used to do that.
You don't want to say no names, all right?
And I would always ask them, like, you're not scared, like that you're gonna get caught, or like.
What would that person say?
Like, Well, that person would say it wasn't her doing it, that it was her brother doing it.
She's already saying genders, y'all. She's saying genders, y'all.
But I'd be like, that's so.
What's that person's name? Just say that person's name.
I'm not gonna say nobody's
Nah,
name.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, but I don't know. There's people that do that, and I don't know. I think I'm just scared. Because I mean, there's like a camera right there. Like you're looking at the thing, like seeing you on the screen.
I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I get tempted to do some weird things. Like maybe, you know what? I don't need to be paying full price for that. But
Oliver.
But then I don't, right? So I go ahead and pay for it. But I don't know where these cameras are at. Like, where are these cameras at when you're scanning? Are they above you? Like at the very top, or are they like on the actual machine looking at it? You know what I'm saying?
I think the ones at Target are like above you, like kind of like this, like this is you're on camera or something, and then you can see yourself on the like what it's recording.
Okay. I didn't. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't risk it.
Okay, if there was one big incident that you would reverse and do differently, what would you do differently, and what happened in that incident?
I think just certain tattoos that I have, I wouldn't get.
Right here. Which tattoo would you not get?
My gun tattoo.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Stop! Don't even start over. My gun tattoo. I wouldn't. I don't even know why I allowed myself to do that.
What happened?
So, I wanted a little itty bitty gun like this, y'all. Like, cause I have, all my tattoos are pretty small. Like, I don't have big tattoos. They're all like pretty small. And at that time, well, my star on my hip is, that one's a decent size. But, and I think I only had that tattoo at the time, the star tattoo. So we went with this girl that my friend Martin knew, and she was pretty cheap. I think, I mean, she charged cheap. Like, for that gun tattoo and this one that I got here, I think she only charged me like $25. But that day I was actually not gonna get anything. Like, I wasn't going to get a tattoo. It's just my friend Martin. But once we're there, she's like, oh, you know, like talking to us, like, oh, are you sure you don't want to get a tattoo? Blah, 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 this and that. And I was like, no. And I had always, like, well, up until then, like, after I got my first tattoo, like, I was like, I want more and more. But like I said, I wanted small ones. And I had been thinking about that small gun tattoo, like, just like a little small one. And once we're there, she's like, you know, talking to me, trying to convince me. She's like, come on, like, it's not going to be that much. She's like, and I told her about this one, which is my date of birth that I have right here in Roman numerals. I was like, well, I want this one right here. And she's like, okay, I'll do that one. And then she's like, you can get one more, like one more, do two. And I was just like, and I am the easiest person, y'all, to convince. Like, on a sale, like, I will get sold. Like, you could send me the most insignificant piece of paper and tell me that it's going to be good or you're going to make money out of it, and I'm just going to buy it from you. So that day I was like, okay, I'll get 2 tattoos. And so I'm like on my phone looking for like inspiration of tattoo, and I show her, like, once it's my turn, she finishes with Martin, and then she's like, okay, like, let me see which one it is. And I show her the small gun tattoo. She's like, no, I feel like you should do it bigger, because if it's so small, like, you're not gonna be able to see the detailing on the gun. Like, you need to get a bigger tattoo, like, you know, a bigger size. So I'm like, okay, like, how about like a quarter size? And she's like, let's try it. And she like draws it out or whatever. And she, like, you know how they prelim, like, put it on there. And she's like, no, it's too small still. Like, I feel like you need to go bigger, like, in order for you to see the detail. So thing is, I let this girl talk into me, like, me getting this bigger tattoo.
I think we should show the viewers.
No, we're not showing.
We should show the viewers, guys. Drop it in the comments below if we should show the viewers where this tattoo is and how it looks.
It's a 9mm, and when I got pregnant, I remember my dad was like, "Este pinche 9mm ya es cuerno de chivo." I was like, Dad. But yeah, I think that's one of the things that if I could take time back, like, I wouldn't get that one. And I think just, not that I regret my kids. I love my kids. I really, really love them. But I feel like I would maybe wait a little bit.
A tear's coming out, yo. I see a tear coming out.
Shut up. I would probably have waited a little bit longer to have my kiddos. Like, just having, I wish I would have achieved more before having my kids.
That's a very, very interesting. If I had to pick when to go back in time and then redo over, it would probably be when I received my insurance check from my car accident. I would have spent that money differently, like invested, or, you know, there's a lot of things that I learned. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't like the knowledge that I know now. I wouldn't know back then, but. I guess, you know, me wanting to do things differently is just definitely spend that money differently. I wish I could go back and not have spent the money I received like around like 4,000 or 5,000. I forgot. It was like 4,000 to 6,000 in insurance money. I gave like a rack or two to my dad, and I kept the rest. And then with the rest of the money, I just I bought a vehicle, but the guy that I bought it from bullied me, and I never got like the full complete transaction completed. A lot of people know this person, you know, that I bought this vehicle from, and it's a very interesting story, by the way. But I do wish I could go back, you know, and redo that moment with the money, the way I spent that money, you know. All right, and then last question. If you could pick one person in your life that has passed away that you could revive, who would it be? that you know. It could be anybody. It could be a family. It could be a friend. It could be oh, you know what? We'll make it simpler. Let's even involve animals.
I'm just kidding. Probably mi tía Canda.
Okay, why?
I don't want to talk about it, but you're gonna ask this question at the very last minute.
Why?
I would just be her.
You miss her? Why?
Oliver. I miss you. And I just wish that, like, my cousins would have had, I guess, more time with their mother. Because I see how important my mom is for me in my life, and I just wish my cousins could have that. And why do you have to ask this question?
It's a very important question. It's very heartwarming, to be honest, and it's good, you know. If I could pick someone, I would pick my dad. You know, I miss my dad and I love my dad, and he, you know, I'm thankful that Zoe was able to meet my dad, and you know, that's someone that if I could revive or you know be with now, it'd be my dad, and definitely miss him. A lot of people miss him. You know, anybody that knew my dad would know. You know, he's always like a always positive, always smiling, always happy. My favorite times was when he could fall asleep anywhere on the couch. He'd just be on the couch.
Take a nap.
Just take a nap. He'd just be out like a light. You know, so that always brought back good little memories. But I just wanted to, you know, ask these questions between us two, and then you know, see, you know, for you guys to also experience, you know, our little stories too. But on the next one, I want to do a food/game/challenge with her. Maybe the tortilla slap. No, she said no. She didn't want to do a tortilla slap, but I wanted to do the tortilla slap so bad. She's like, we're going to be fighting. But hey, let us know in the comments below if y'all want to see the tortilla slap. If y'all do, and if we
How
get
do you
enough.
even play that game?
So like, you can probably put water in your mouth, and then like, we can do many things, but at the end of the day, like, whoever wins, like, if you win, you get to pop me, and if I win, I get to pop you with tortilla.
Oh, I thought it was like a back and forth, like we just smack each other with the tortilla.
No, it's like you do certain things, and then whoever, boom, and then we pop. But I mean, obviously, I'm not gonna over exaggerate. It's not like I'm gonna like cook the tortilla into a tostada or something, and then just break it on your head or something. You know, that's not.
But that'd probably be easier. That probably would hurt less.
You think so?
Yeah.
Nah, tostada.
A tostada is just gonna break as soon as it has contact with your face.
A tostada to the face or tortilla in the face? What would you pick, guys? What would hurt less?
The tostada would hurt
The
less.
tostada? Oh man.
As soon as you do this, it's gonna break. The tortilla is like flimsy. It's gonna smack you.
Bah! Man, okay.
I'll think about that one.
So big shout out to 225 Barbecue.
Yes.
Everybody out there, much love. My cousins out there, much love. Renee, Ramiro, my family out there, much love. Really good, really delicious, loaded baked potato, street tacos, Texas Twinkies, corn in the cup with brisket, and then the birria tacos, delicious. I'm so full. I have food for Christmas up until Christmas Eve or Christmas Day even. But y'all check them out. Arlington, 225 Barbecue. They have an Instagram. They have a Facebook. This is delicious. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend. If you want to go to a good barbecue spot, check them out, guys. But other than that, guys, we're gonna check out here. So we'll be doing the food / game challenge for us on the next video. But other than that, peace, guys.
Bye.